Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, a little bit of chatter that there was a Netanyahu made a, um, I don't know, television appearance or something, and someone pointed out he had 6 fingers on one of his hands. So now everyone's asking, was that AI? Now, there could be many reasons why a leader would go on and do AI. Maybe he doesn't. Oh, wow, the cards popped all out. Maybe he doesn't want to disclose his location. Maybe he was having a really bad day, didn't want to be seen on camera. Perhaps he forgot his suit or forgot to shave or something. And so just do an AI, and that was, perhaps his real voice. Ace of Pentacles, Lord of the root of the powers of earth. So let's just ask the cards. Was that just a glitch? Maybe it was just his hand. I don't know. They touch everything up with AI, in case you didn't know, and they have for a very, very long time. I actually know a fellow that was his job. When they film a movie, and let's say they do it in a real location like a bar or something, and there's a scene in a bar. Well, most bars have like lots of posters and beer signs and whatnot on the walls, and they don't take them all down. What they do, and they have been doing this like for 20 years or more. I've only known this fellow for 20 years, that's what I'm saying, but that was his job. That's his full-time job, is he's an editor that takes out anything that is not sponsored or would be offensive, or he covers it up, and he uses it all with CGI and I imagine lots of AI now. So perhaps there was just something. It was like, yeah, just put a suit on him. He didn't have a suit, so put a suit jacket, and the suit jacket included his hands. So it could have been something like that, right? Let's find out. So was the announcement, was that Netanyahu who made, or was that all AI? If it was all AI, we got to ask ourselves why. Is he still around? Is he in hiding? Is there somebody above him who wanted him to say something? What's going on? I didn't watch the whole. I don't understand. Number one, I don't understand the language, and I don't know. I don't like to put war stuff into my head too much, if you know what I mean. All right. So was that Benjamin Netanyahu in that clip making the announcement to the Israeli people on TV? I forgot to tell you, I'm using the Hermetic Tarot because it has the Lord and whatnot. The Emperor, son of the morning. And it was interesting. Before I clicked record, I thought, oh, I'm going to tell people if the emperor comes up, that's Trump. And the reason it's not Netanyahu is because of all the recent no kings, and they call it, in nonsense that's going on in the United States. So something here about Trump, or this could be the person above Netanyahu. Four of Swords. Ooh. Lord of Rest from Strife. Seven of Pentacles. Lord of Successes Unfulfilled. Oh, and look, there's some Hebrew writing. Well, there's Hebrew writing on all of them because this is based on the Kabbalah. King of Wands, Prince of the Chariot of Fire. And Fortitude, Daughter of the Flaming Sword. This is strength or force, it was called as well. I'm going to say that wasn't him, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this is the Lord of Success Unfulfilled. This is the Prince of the Chariot of Fire, the King of Wands, which is security. That would be Mossad in Israel. And force or fortitude or strength, Daughter of the Flaming Sword. I'm going to say, because we got flaming here, we got two flamings, and the Lord of Rest from Strife. I'm going to say that wasn't him because they were protecting him somehow. I'm not getting that real right now, that he's not with us on this plane. I'm going to say that he's not there. The security is protecting him. Ace of Wands, Lord of the root of the power of fire. Look at all the fire. So I'm going to say there's a yes. We've got a yes. We got a fire. We got a lot of passion. Well, what's fire? Bombs, war, the universe, the great one of the night of time. This is the world card. So success. And I don't read these in reverse. So if they are in reverse, it's because when I was shuffling, remember, they all kind of popped out. Six of Swords, Lord of earned success. So I'm going to say that I'm going to say that that he's in hiding, and they did this to protect him. They don't want anybody to find. Now you could say, well, he could be recording anywhere and then upload it. Well, you know what? Hackers can find out the location of that now, like through what's that called? EXIF or something like that, or they have ways and means of finding things out. Trust me. Temperance, daughter of the reconcilers. Five of Cups, Lord of loss in pleasure. The Hanged Man, spirit of the mighty waters. Look what's on his, look, it's right there. The Hanged Man. That's Neptune. Neptune is filming. Neptune is CGI, computer generated images. Neptune is illusions, the sea, trying to see through the fog. Neptune is films. I'm going to say that that was definitely not him. He's not here. Where's the King of Swords? Where's Justice? He's Libra. His card isn't here. But we have that was illusion. And then we got the Star of David right there, right in the middle. So filmed. So I think that he was forced to do that for his own safety. It could have been his voice, and then everything else was CGI. So they can't. There's so much information on a video, you have no idea. Date and time. Whenever I upload my videos, you see the date and time. That is right in the video. I cannot take that out, even if I wanted. I'm sure I could, if I had the proper software. But it's very dangerous to film something and then upload it now, this day and age. The recording and the things that can be found are incredible, and we just don't realize it. The Hermit, he's somewhere all by himself. Magus of the voice of light, he's somewhere all by himself. He is tucked away. Queen of Swords, Queen of the Thrones of Air. Ooh, I don't like that picture. Three of Cups, Lord of Abundance. King of Cups, Prince of the Chariot of the Waters. The Last Judgment, the Spirit of Primal Fire. And Two of Swords, the Lord of Peace Restored. And the Ace of Swords, Lord of the Root of the Powers of Air. And one more wants to show Four of Wands, Lord of Perfected Work. Okay, he did not show up. I'm going to say that that was not him. But I'm not getting anything that he has left the earth plane either. And everyone's saying, oh, he's dead. That's why they're doing CGI. No, he's doing that. They're doing that for protection. They're absolutely doing that for protection. Yeah. So I'm going to say that I think it was his voice, because we have a lot of fire here. So swords are words. And I think that the passionate part of it We have the what am I saying here? We have the wands and the swords, and that's somebody who's very passionate. Like words can be very plain and boring, and you put a little passion in there, you mix it with wand, you mix it with a little fire, and all of a sudden everything becomes really exciting and passionate and something you really believe in. And I think that's what's happening here. And also here, this Two of Swords, I do see the Libra sign here. I'm going to say that it, the picture of him was CGI, but that voice was really his. He might have made a speech and then they put the CGI, they matched the CGI to it. All right. All right. So I don't know what it was about, but he did have 6 fingers, so they got to kind of tighten that up a little bit. I wonder if it was Trump who directed that, because we also have the Leo sign here, so we have the double king side, and I don't think anybody calls Netanyahu a king, but Trump has been called a king, wrongly so, but I think, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.